Part 2. Now we're going to teach reading, blending using picture reading. Okay? I'm going to teach blending and reading using picture reading. And how am I going to do that? Now the dots under the letter sound are the emphasis to help you know which you are taking, and then how you are going to run through is the line, the arrow beneath. Okay? So now the children are seeing the picture, which is a cat, a hat, a rat, and a bat. Okay, so they already have an idea, and I've told you earlier about sensoria. They already have an idea of what it is, the word is, but they do not know it in reading form. They can just, identify it, and that's why it's called picture reading. And by the time the children are able to identify it, they are able to learn it, then they'll be able to spell it. And then when they see it in sentences, they'll be able to read it. That's why when some children are actually reading, they read to a part, they keep quiet, and read another word, they keep quiet, they read another word. Some of them will read, get stuck, ask you, before they continue to the one they know. Okay? That means they actually started by picture reading. Okay? So now the dots under are the emphasis on the single letter sound. So now let's go. This is k, a. Okay? I just sounded it. K, a. Now I'm going to blend, and that's the arrow telling me to go through the process. So you have art. You have what? Art. And then the picture is there to confirm that this is a art. Now, since this is confirming it, the child is confident to say cat. Okay? The same thing with art. Art. The picture is what? Hat. We take them back and they go like hat. Okay? Art, cat. Art, hat. Now remember that I have talked about consonant diagrams and vowel diagrams. And so I made mention of the double E, which is the long E. And so we now put the S, and it is C, and not C. It is C. I see a cat. Ta-da! Do you see a cat? Yes. I see a cat. And it runs through. I see a hat. It runs through. I see a rat. And the last one, I see a bat. All right? So this is a fine way of doing picture reading. They see the picture, they see the word, they now see the word in a sentence, so there is no way your child will not be able to read very early if you use the right format. That is one. Then you make out flashcards. You cut it out. You make out flashcards to aid reading activities, exercises, and to I don't want to use the word dislodge, and to not to encourage cramming. Okay, you make out flashcards like this. Okay, still the same. You make out flashcards like this. This says, what does it say? I see a bat. I see a rat. Very good. The next one says, I see a hat. Good. And then the next one says, I see a cat. Okay? Definitely the child is familiar, so that means the confidence is being built. Now you ask the child to go over, and when he sees this sentence, yes, on the chart, he should match it up. I see a heart. Is that what is here? No. What is here? I see a cat. So where should it be? I see a cat. All right? This is intelligence, cognitive. Your child has to know similarity, because if you don't teach it properly, it just goes like this. Okay? Picture reading. You've removed the picture. Now you have the real reading. Make it a 5-line or a 3-line comprehension. Now you call your child's name. Maybe what's your child's name? Maybe Mary. Okay? So you say, now, Mary, read this 3-line sentence. I see a cat. I see a heart. I see a rat. Are you seeing it? And this is how your children read. And before you know it, you can increase the number of line sentences. Confidence is being built. Accuracy is being built. And then you have 4 to 5 line sentences. And you started with picture reading. Okay, if you want to use that format, it's fine. After that, you can still go this way, emphasizing. Now, what do you see? Do you see me having a big picture? It's a worksheet I made by myself, yeah. What do you see? What is this? I see, we're using the grammar, what do you see? And not this is, which is also right, okay? What do you see? We're making conversation, teaching the children grammar, okay? Teaching the children grammar, how to speak. What do you see? I see a rat, right. What do you see? I see a hat, right. Very good. And then, what do you see? Nice bumble, okay? I see a cat. Good. And then what do you see again? I see a bat. Ta-da! Your child has done picture reading, can now match sentences, make sentences to the picture. He has done that. She has done that. You go further. You make another worksheet. What do you see? What can you read out of here? Okay, what word is this? Oh, cat. Where do you see a cat? And he goes like, okay, here. Then you tell the child to draw it. This is another activity, fun activity, exciting activity, a relaxing activity, not making learning rigid, not making reading rigid, that the child is scared. I can't. No. You don't take children through that. Okay? Now, what is this? What is this? This word is art, my dear. This word is art. And so, where do you see a rat on the picture? And he goes like this, and you say, fine, draw it. And just like our look and write, the child can look and draw. And he will be able to give you a similarity of this. No matter how funny, the child will get it. Now you run through cat, rat, hat. What's this again? Dog. You see, you're now introducing a word you didn't do before. Oh, the child will get it because you have gone through the sounding. All right? And then you now have this word. What's this word here? Mop. This is the time for you to be able to explain things around your house. Up. These 2 words, you haven't done them. Now you are testing the child's reading ability. Up. Now what's a mop used for? It tells you. Do we have a mop in the house? Do we have a mop in the school? The child tells you, identifies the mop in real life, and then you can have a fun activity. The children just play with the mop all around. And then you go on. Then you can now do a more taxing word. Okay, a more taxing word. We've started with 3 letters. We are now introducing, how many letters is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are now introducing a 4-letter word. And believe me, your child will be able to sound this. He may not take it as you and I know as the adult, as in the consonant digraph, as in he will take it as crab. And then you ask, which is the crab here? And ta-da! Your child, 3 years old, will draw this for you. Believe me. So this is running through a picture reading to actually get your child reading. And reading is now fun. You see why we say reading is fun. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can reward your children by coloring any object. Yeah, my signature. By coloring any object with a letter sound. Coloring, this is as in camel. You know, the child remembers because he did something fun, did something interesting. This is as in what? Pepper. And then you could do again as in Pinocchio. All right? Then you've done that. You've given the child something to remember, feast on, talk about his reading class, her reading class, what's interesting, picture reading. And why don't we spell? Now we're trying to spell maybe, I don't know your words for the week, but maybe words that start with K. And so you make it fun, as in carrot, and then no matter the level, if your child is a 3-word letter speller, 4-letter word speller, or 5, and then they write inside the K as in carrot or at the side. You don't want to use the K as in carrot. Maybe you've gone through that. Maybe you've gone through all the alphabets and you are in T. Okay, so this is T as in truck. Something exciting, something to keep the child seated and doing that. And so you have T as in truck, and then you look for tarpaulin, toad, term. We've done the and then table, top. You know, you name it. So that's just an insight of what it is my training, reading training, is all about. I have a list of words that after you've done all this, you could have your children calling out some list of words for you every day in your class, at home, okay? And that aids reading. Now we've talked about, I'll just do like 2 lists of words, okay? We've talked about the O, as in the digraph O, where you have O and A. That's a vowel digraph. Remember earlier what I said is a vowel digraph. And so you have words formed from B. O, boat, okay? The vowel digraph of O and then T. So you have boat, goat, toad, load, float. You could make more. You have then the long E, and you have the C, B, C, sim, feet. And then, oh, of course, I'll take the O. All right, that's the last list for today. And you have the O as in O-R, or. So you have words like born. Jesus was born on Christmas Day. Then you have salt, you have pot. Okay, the ship is at the port already. You have fourth, you have alligator. Now, you find out that this consonant blend is not only in the center, in the middle, okay, where we say, what do you hear as the beginning, middle sound, or end sound? Now, we are going to use all as an end sound. So you have alligator, decorator, refrigerator, accelerator, elevator, and then the reading list goes on and on and on. Remember, you teach your children the single letter sounds. Ensure you teach them the consonant digraphs, the vowel digraphs. teach them to blend. We teach them to definitely, once you do those three, you're teaching them to read. You've done that, get a list of words, write them down, stick them up on your fridge, on your classroom wall, stick them down on your fridge, classroom wall, and let these children read them. It is not only cramming or memorizing them for spelling. If they can read it, they will be able to spell it. I remain Auntie Lizzie. Looking forward to seeing you today at 8 p.m. with your 3,000 naira. It balls me. And then if you want to call us for the school book club, which for second term we are teaching blends. We're teaching reading in the reading club. It's a two-pack thing. We have the book club and we have the reading club. The fee is on the flyer. It's circulating. Call me up. And then that's just it. Thank you.